What's up, everybody? It's your girl D here with 8th House Energy. I figure I'd do a collective reading just to pick up, see what energies are out here, what's going on with everybody. I hope all is well with everyone. Thank you guys for the love and support you consistently show to the channel. For those of you who are new, welcome. Hopefully you will subscribe to the channel. I do need to put out a disclaimer because a lot of people get my channel confused with these cookie cutter sunshine and rainbows and happiness tarot readers. This is not that. You need to understand what the 8th house energy is about. Okay, the 8th house energy is about, it is about a bunch of things, but what we're dealing with mainly is people's feelings, their hidden feelings, things they're not going to tell you. You know, people's greediness, the disloyalty, the dishonesty. You just want to make sure that if you're able to pick that energy up and know what to do with it. All right, so it's not one of those types of channels where I'm not going to tell you if there's witchcraft being done. It's not one of those channels where I'm going to, sugarcoat it and tell you, that, if I see something in reference to your child in the reading, I'm going to tell you what it is. I'm going to keep it 100 with you. That's my job. That's my responsibility. Okay? I'm not here for likes. I'm not here for, to be popular. I'm here to bring awareness and to help people to make decisions they need to make in their lives. So with that being said, let's get these cards out here. We're going to do a Celtic cross. I rarely get to do Celtic crosses, but I want to do one today. So we got journey energy here. And then we got despair crossing it. So somebody, I feel like somebody's tripping. Somebody could be on drugs. Somebody could be needing a vacation because they're stressed out, first of all, under a lot of stress. Somebody, I feel like they could be in their head a lot too, trying to escape what the realities of what's going on. A lot of people got a lot of things going on with COVID, things that COVID has inflamed and made worse in their life, despite the problems that were caused strictly by COVID. So you got a lot of people all over the world who are dealing with a lot of things, and a lot of people are having difficult times dealing with them. We are in the sign of Pisces right now. Pisces does deal with this type of energy here. Okay, I mean, you could look at it as something as simple as someone who's just really stressed out and they need a vacation. This could also be, someone who's in despair is literally in despair. It could be in that sense where someone could be considering suicide. We are in the energy of Pisces. Pisces does deal with suicide. It also deals with the energy of things coming to an end, life coming to an end, cycles coming to an end. It is the sign that is closest to the 4th, 5th, and 6th dimension as far as the energies that you will... the energies as far as what you can't see and what you can't feel. You can feel those most wherever Pisces is in your chart. Okay, so that's the type of energy that we're in right now. A lot of people could be dealing with karma, because we're also dealing with karma in the era of Pisces. You look around you, you see how people are doing. People you work with, family members, friends. Just look around and see how they're doing. For some of you, it looks like a no man's land out here. It really does. It's just like there's very little of people. There's very little going on as far as, short of people losing their mind in some way, shape, or form. Okay, there's a lot going on. And a lot of us are observing that and just seeing what's going on with people. Okay. Let's see what's going on in the past here. Somebody wants to go on a trip, though, is what I'm feeling here. Somebody wants to go on a trip. Somebody is upset because they can't go on a trip. I feel like the trip could be postponed or put off. Someone just got bad news. They're not going to be able to go on their trip now. It could have been anything that happened. It could have been something at the job where now that, COVID is, people are getting shots and the country is starting to open up little by little, state by state, starting to relax their their rules behind it. This could be, someone who, as a result, could have more work because of that. Okay? This could be psychiatrists or psychologists. Maybe they're overwhelmed. Okay? But in the past here, we have the sorrow energy in reverse here. So this, in the past, there was somebody who was sad about something. Okay? Maybe this was you depressed about something. Because, when someone gets to the point of despair, they go through depression first. They get depressed about what's going on. So in the past, you were sad about something, but what happened in the recent past? something different change, or what went on in the recent past? Okay, some of you are talking to your spirit guides, your guardian angels, your ancestors, your higher self, whatever you believe in, whoever you believe in. A lot of you are going for guidance at this time, okay? Because you're not really sure what to do. And for a lot of you, you're just not sure which direction to go in. Okay, that's what I'm feeling for a lot of you here. So you're looking for guidance, you're looking for support. I feel like the reason is because in the past, this sorrow in reverse is a lot of you were in relationships with people, family members, friends, lovers, colleagues, co-workers, business partners who were karmic in nature. Especially if you've been following this channel, I've been putting you up on that for a minute so that you could try to understand the energies around you. A lot of you picked up on it and you understood it, you know, so as a result, you cut these people out of your life. So that's why the sorrow is in reverse, because you're no longer sorry about it. You're no longer sad about what was caused in your life. But right now you may be feeling like, okay, what is next? What am I supposed to do? Some of you may be feeling in despair because you may not associate with the people that you used to anymore. So now your life is changing. So I feel like this is just panic energy. Some people are just like, look, I need a vacation. I'm ready to go. I've been dealing with bullshit. You know, I'm healed now. I've been through the changes. I cut out all the negative people. I went through my awakening. It's been a hell of a ride. But you know what? Now it's time for me to move on. And then there's some people who are still coming out of that stage. They're still desperate, still in despair. But I feel like what is everybody has in common is no matter what they're feeling here, they're talking to their spirit guides, their guardian angels, their ancestors, their higher selves. They could be going to get tarot card readings. They could be going to confess. There could be a lot of people who are in despair and confessing about the things that they've done along their journey. Things that they're not proud of. Okay? So a lot of people are coming to terms. That's why I said there's karma going on right now. Everybody's getting their karma, whether we did good things or whether we did not so good things. This is the season of karma. Now, we are wrapping up Pisces season. By this coming weekend, we will be starting Aries season. So there's an energy of sluggishness still going on, like, you know, the bear waking up out of hibernation. You know, you're sluggish, you're weak. So a lot of people are really weak right now, physically weak, because they were healing from coming out of situations that were no good for them. So as a result of fighting those connections for years, your body's physically tired. So a lot of you are feeling very tired right now, sluggish, sleepy. Others of you are just very anxious, you know, trying to figure out what's next to do. Those might be the ones who are kind of feeling maybe despair, but then there are some people who want to move around and do something because they're tired of sitting around or being in the house here. Okay, so a lot of people just going through these different phases that you go through when you come out of karmic cycles and in relationships with people that, you know, you're not supposed to be with. All right, so it's just a myriad of feelings that you're going through. So where's your head at right now? All right, we have wedding. Okay, so a lot of you right now, you're focused on wedding energy. Now, some of you are going to be getting married soon, okay, and I'm talking to the ones who did the work. I'm not talking to the ones who still holding on to a karmic partner. They've been watching the readings for the past year, you know, complaining about the channel, how negative it is, but yet they come to the channel every week and watch because they know that this is what they're resonating with, but they refuse to accept it. They think that they're going to still be with these people, and they're not. This could be why they're in despair and not sure what to do, and why they're calling on their spirit guides, okay, to help them, because they don't want to accept the reality. For others of you, you are getting married. You are going to be connecting with people. I feel like this is something that's coming in the future, though, okay? I feel like for a lot of you, this represents the fact that you left a relationship or a marriage that was not going in the best, how can I say it, that was not going in the direction that you wanted it to go. Excuse me for my heat turning on. But it was going in the direction that you didn't want it to go, and this is what you're looking for. A lot of you realize you do want love. You want a stable, committed connection. You're tired of following, you know, the bullshit of what's going on in this society that, you know, love is for suckers, or people are soft who want to fall and be in relationships. People are realizing that their lives are not enriched with the happiness and the abundance that they want because they're not surrounded with the love that they need. So people are you're going to start seeing a change in people's ways and views. More people are going to start getting married now. We're just leaving this decade here where everything was over sexualized, and it was just all about, yeah, I'll fuck you and leave you, and women talking at the same thing as men. But that's changing now. Okay, people are starting to realize the value of relationships. They're starting to realize what love is. They're starting to understand that regardless to what you do and how you do it, it's all for love. Okay, men, they go out here and they buy these nice cars. They want this money. They want to get this money. They want to look good. They want to smell good. They want to flex. Why? Because they want women. All right, women go out here. They do these. Why? Because they want men. All right, people want to be connected. And people are looking at marriage in a totally different way than what they used to. It's no longer that ball and chain type of thing where it's like, oh, I don't want to be married. People are now understanding what a true connection is, and that's what people want. So that's a beautiful energy to have, that wedding energy. What's in your fears? Money. Some of you right now, your focus, when you're not thinking about your relationships and connecting with that special person, or, the fact that you may have just come out of a relationship, a marriage, okay? That could be what's on your mind as well. And now you're trying to figure out which way you want to go. You're focused on your money, okay? With COVID and everything that's been going on with the economy here in North America, people are struggling, okay? We just got, the checks. They just started delivering this weekend. I'll tell you, I'd be damned if I didn't get it Friday morning at 1:43 in the morning. I'm like, Saturday at 1:43 in the morning. I'm like, let me just check for shits and giggles and see if it's in there. Because they were like, on the news, you might get it as soon as this weekend. And I checked and it was there. So people getting their money. So people are focused on their money. Their fear is that they don't have enough money. Their fear is that maybe if they get married, they'll have to worry about someone marrying them for money. Okay, they're not really sure. If you're concerned about that, then maybe you should step back from marrying or put a prenup together. A lot of people are afraid to do that. Some people didn't do that, and this is why they're stressed out, because now they're going through a divorce here, and they don't know what to do now. A lot of people have lost their homes. Besides COVID, everything else in life has been going on as well. People breaking up, getting back together, but it's been, particularly hard because of COVID, especially the breakups, and things like that. So how do people see you right now? Okay, so we have the 3. Okay, that's one too many cards. I just want one. So we have Messenger. It came out in reverse. So for a lot of you, a lot of people see you as not communicating. A lot of people see you as somebody that they cannot get in contact with. Okay? You're not answering phone calls. You're not answering messages. And I feel like you're basically ignoring people who put you in this state of sorrow. You've gotten them out of your life because the sorrow card is in reverse, and so you're not interested in communicating with these people. Okay? And that's how I feel like they see you. What's in your hopes? Alright, so in your hopes we have misfortune. It came out in reverse. So I feel like you are looking at the situation like this is something you've learned from, but the damages are irreparable with the people that you were with. So I feel this is an energy of you not answering these people because you probably know that they're about money. They just want money. They caused you a lot of sorrow and despair. You had to work like hell to get away from these people. All right, and you finally got away from them, and it's like, yeah, I'm not taking any calls from you, and we're not trying to fix anything. Nothing to fix. Nothing to fix. Damages are done, okay? You can't fix this building. This building, you know what I'm saying? Look at the fire. Like, it's irreparable damages. You'd have to build the building all over again. And when this card is in reverse, you can't even do that. Everything is just gone, right? And the outcome here, is the woman, the old woman card in reverse. This is somebody who knew better and didn't do it. This is somebody who was not listening to their intuition. Okay? This is somebody who I would say has been in this situation because she came out in reverse. So this is somebody who's been in this situation for a long period of time. knowing that it was not good for them, or they were in it to the point where they matured in this situation with the old woman in reverse. Some of you were dealing with people who, you were in your late 30s and 40s, and this person is still acting like a child, okay? Still afraid of commitment, still not sure what they want. It's one thing to, want commitment, but if you don't know who you want it with, you're wasting people's time. So I just see things changing for people. I see people, they're not going to be rushing in anymore to relationships. People are going to take their time and date before giving their energy in a manner of sex to others, because you can get not only STDs or sexually transmitted diseases, you can get spiritually transmitted diseases. You can't get these people out of your energy. Once you want to go your separate way, it takes forever. They still have a pull on you. Like, you learned a lot. If you've been following this channel and doing your own research, you learned a lot about people's energies. All right, so in the immediate future, though, guess what? Guess who's coming? Somebody wants to message you. Okay, I don't know who this is. I don't know what this is about. But you're going to get some type of letter or some type of message. Somebody probably trying to reach out to you. Probably somebody you don't want to talk to. But then again, maybe it is somebody you do want to talk to. Who knows? All right, let's get some clarity on these cards here. What's this journey energy here? Why is this journey energy here? Some of you, like I said, looking to take a vacation. Some of you looking to move. Some of you looking to go to the sea. With the country starting to open back up, people are going to start traveling more. Yeah, here we go with the Chariot, clarifying the journey card. So this is definitely about people leaving emotional attachments behind with the Chariot energy, because that's ruled by the moon, which is your emotions. Okay, so people leaving their hometown behind, because the Chariot represents the fourth house. That represents the house you grew up in, as well as the house you currently live in, as well as your internal house, your soul. So a lot of people are leaving their hometowns, or they're leaving a place that they've called home. Okay, whether it's figuratively and emotionally. Okay, because there was a lot of despair. All right, what's this despair about? We have the Star card. There was no growth there, because the Star is all about growth, forward movement. There's no growth here, and the longer they stay in this area, or stay in this environment, or stay in that energy or that mindset, it brings despair, it brings depression. Okay, because the Star card is all about forward movement. It's all about hopes. It's all about your beliefs. All right, so somebody's going after their dreams, basically. That's what's going on. Now, what was this sorrow card in the past about? What was the sorrow about? What was causing sorrow? We had Judgment in reverse, making the wrong decisions, dealing with people that you shouldn't be dealing with, getting into situations that are not good for you, not listening to your intuition, because this is Pluto energy. What Pluto does is, Pluto's very powerful and it's intense. Usually when Pluto comes around is to bring something back up to you that you should have dealt with, but you brushed it to the side, or maybe you weren't able to deal with it at that time. It could have been too painful for you and too intense, and so you weren't able to process it in the subconscious. So the subconscious regurgitates it back into the logical mind, and now it's on your mind. So now you have to make a decision. So when it's in reverse, you've made the wrong decisions. So this is what your sorrow was about, making the wrong decisions. What kind of decisions are we talking about here? What kind of decisions are we talking about? All right, we got the King of Cups reverse and the Moon energy. Yeah, this is all about, I feel like, not taking the time to get to know people. People who are hiding their true intentions. Okay, because the Moon energy is about things that are hidden. Then the King of Cups energy in reverse, that's Scorpio. This is about, when the King of Cups is in reverse, he's somebody who could be hiding his feelings. So for some of you, you weren't expressing how you felt, number one. And for others of you, you were dealing with people who were emotionally unavailable, whether they were with someone else, whether they were being manipulative intentionally, whether they just have emotional hang-ups and are not able to connect. It could be any of those things with the King of Cups in reverse. But this is all about, also about lack of self-love. Okay, so making decisions, dealing with people who, represented lack of self-love. But in the recent past here, you were talking to your spirit guides, your guardian angels, your ancestors, your higher self. right? With this priest energy here. And, you were asking for an explanation. You were asking for forgiveness. You were asking to understand what was going on. You were asking for knowledge in what it is that you need to do. What is it that you need to understand? Okay, with this Four of Pentacles in reverse. For a lot of you, maybe you didn't have to have a conversation with God, or maybe you hadn't had a conversation with God or your spirit guides or your guardian angels in a long time. Okay, if at all, for some of you. For some of you, it's just been a long time. And so you took the time to open up, okay, to open up spiritually because you're ascending. Okay, you're no longer asleep. You can't sleep anymore. The one thing about ascension is once you know, you can't unknow. So you can't ever go back to living that lifestyle and doing those things without the understanding of what it will bring to you, which will bring you despair just in itself and thinking about it. So, this is why ascension is not for everybody. Everybody's not meant to wake up, and everybody's not going to wake up. Okay? So this is not for everybody. It really isn't. Let's take a look at this wedding energy. But many of you opening up to the fact that you can't do this alone, and you realize that, you've been looking outside of yourself instead of looking within. With this wedding energy comes the Emperor energy. Yeah, you want something stable. You want something committed. You want a partner who's immature. You want someone who has leadership capabilities in the time in which you have to step to the side, and they can be leaders and hold the fort down and still be trustworthy, be loyal. Somebody you can build a legacy with, not only a family legacy, but a financial legacy, a business legacy. Okay, this is what people are looking for. Someone that they can not only love and marry, but they can partnership with and do things with. Like, I've never been a person who just wants to get married to get married. Like, I want to be able to build with my partner. I've always wanted a partner that I could build businesses with. We could go in business together, and we could have our own separate thing. Because you have to have something that you both are working towards as far as a goal, just besides the fact that, we married. You know what I mean? Like, what are you guys doing together? What is your union doing for not only you both, but what is it contributing to the world? Because this is about love, right? So, it's like, what are you contributing coming together? And so I feel like a lot of people are considering that. And it's not about being materialistic, not in that sense anymore. It's more so of what can we build together? You know what I mean? What can we do together? Because wedding is united. What can we do united? So let's talk about your fears. Your money is your concern here. So why is money a concern? We have the Hermit energy here. So, okay, so I feel like you may be afraid that you have to isolate yourself from certain people because people are having problems. This is what this despair energy is about, and this journey energy is about, wanting to move away from environments where people are seeing despair. Okay, people are having problems. A lot of people, like I said, they're getting their karma. So you're going to see people around you who are not doing well financially, and you might be. In the midst of COVID, there are a lot of businesses who are thriving right now in the midst. Well, we're not in the midst of it now. We're towards the end of, the heaviness of it in reference to the regulations, the government regulations. We're closer to the end of it. But when we were, 6 months ago, a month ago, a year ago, there were people who were still doing well and successful during COVID. Now, those are people that the universe has blessed because these are people who were doing the work. A lot of these people were struggling before COVID, when other people were doing well before COVID. All right. So make no mistake about it. When you see people who are doing well and who are blessed throughout COVID, these are people that God has blessed. These are people that their ancestors, their spirit guides, their guardian angels have helped them because they were doing what they were supposed to be doing. So yeah, some of you feel like you want to move away from people because, you're doing well and people are looking at you trying to target you. So that's why you're not answering your door with the messenger in reverse. And we have that clarified with the Nine of Swords reverse. This is like, look, if I don't answer my call, I won't have nothing to worry about. They won't stress me out. If I don't answer my door, they won't stress me out. Yeah, because there's also, not only is this somebody delivering a message, this is somebody's coming to somebody's door. So with that in reverse, it's like, no, I'm not answering the door. That way with the Nine of Swords in reverse, I won't have no damn problems. Where your head is at is the Irreparable Damages card here. Clarify the irreparable damage card, please. Alright, so we got the Page of Pentacles. So yeah, I feel like as far as you and this person actually being friends, or somebody that you could build a bond with or establish a connection with, a sincere connection where there's loyalty and respect, like that's not gonna happen. Like you're not gonna do anything like you did in the past. Like you've seriously learned a lesson from these past connections. Like you understand that for a lot of you, you cannot go back to these connections. And the reason you cannot go back is because you've before you were awake to what was going on in these karmic connections, you were energy. You were a source of energy to these people. Okay, whatever way that they communicated with you, you were a source of energy to them. And so over the time frame, could have been over years, or whatever the duration or the length of the relationship was, this is how they're used to treating you. This is how they used to you responding, right? Okay, so now all of a sudden you wake up and you're like, no, you're not going to treat me like that anymore. These people could be looking around at you like, well, wait a minute, you were okay with it yesterday. I don't understand. They may not be saying that directly to you, but that is what they're thinking. Some of them are thinking that and like, damn, okay, she ain't going to let me get away with this no more. Or he's not going to let me get away with this anymore. Or, he's not going to give me his lunch money anymore. Or, he's not going to come out of his pockets anymore for me. So they don't like that you're waking up. Okay? So what's going to happen is you try to change these people and tell you that you've changed. You're going to be feeling like this. So what you're going to have to do is what? You're going to have to get away from these people. If these people never respected you, they're not going to respect you now. That's a hard thing for people to understand. If the whole relationship has been about disrespect, okay, and you break up with this person and then you say, okay, well, let's work it out. For a lot of you, you can't work it out because these people are programmed to treat you the way you taught them. And the way you taught them was disrespect. So the only thing you can do is cut them off and find new friends. You can't go back because it's not going to work, because they're going to resort back to their way of treating you, and you're going to get pissed and everybody's going to be unhappy. This is why they say when you ascend, you can't take people with you, because they're used to you on a certain frequency. And when you were on a lower frequency, that's when you brought this person into your life. Now that you're ascending, you're on a different frequency. So that person is not on that frequency, so you guys are not going to get along. So this is why a lot of times we have to leave people behind when we ascend. Now the outcome here is the old woman in reverse, okay? This is you in a position where you know what's going on and you can't go back to the way things were. You already know this. You would be foolish and naive, which is the old woman in reverse, to think that you can go back to these relationships and communicate like everything is okay. These people did not respect you. They were wired to treat you a certain way. That was their job. They may be nice to other people, but they're not nice for you. Yeah, see, we have the Knight of Pentacles here. So now you will tread lightly. When it comes to meeting people, you will take your time. You will not jump into intimate relationships without getting to know a person, allowing someone to build and establish a connection with you. That's what the Knight of Pentacles does. He doesn't jump into bed right away. He's somebody who will date you, who will court you. It's like, okay, well, you know what? We met 3 months ago. Yeah, we're not intimate yet, but we're trying to see if we really want to date exclusively or not. That's the Knight of Pentacles when he's dating. He's not all up on you. Okay, he wants to establish a friendship first, and that comes with trust, respect, and spending time. And so for some of you, you realize that that's not what you did with this last person. You jumped in too soon, and you did not allow this person to build, to respect you, because the Pentacles represents respect and trust. This person did not have respect and trust for you because their intention was never to give you love. Okay, that was never their intention. So you dealing with them, no matter how long you dealt with them, you taught them how to treat you, and now you're trying to change that around. You can't change a grown person's thoughts and the way that they do things. You're gonna have to leave these people alone. What's the letter card? Okay, this is in the future. What kind of messages are you getting? Okay, well, that didn't come out like I thought it was. Okay, letter card. Don't let these tarot card readers tell you, oh, this person wants to reconcile with you. They want to be with you. They want to work things out. When these were people who were treating you like shit. Some of them were beating you. Some of them you were sleeping around on you, bringing you STDs, sexual transmitted disease, as well as spiritually transmitted diseases. They weren't respecting you. They weren't treating you right. These people are upset because things are going down in their life now. They're getting their karma. And so the first thing they want to go to is their comfort food, their comfort person. And that's you. You're no longer there now. So this is why, here come the letters. They're not doing well now because the universe is paying them back for how they were treating you and other people over the last decade. So now they want to reach out. Yeah, Ace of Cups reversed. They don't love you. Okay? They're just contacting you because they want something from you. It's not love. Because if it was love, they would have gave you that in the beginning. You wouldn't have had to go through what you went through with them, and it wouldn't have been difficult for you to walk away. Exactly. They don't appreciate you. They're unhappy because you took your love away. You probably was the only one giving them real love, too. But they didn't appreciate you. They don't deserve you back, okay? And they don't want you. And underneath the deck, we got the Ten of Wands in reverse. So this is good because that means you learned your lesson and you're not going back. Let's take a look at these character cards. Beautiful energy. This is what I've been getting for the collective for the last month or so. People just really sitting in that energy like you're supposed to be doing through this winter of healing, and really just understanding what they were in, healing themselves, taking time to themselves, isolating themselves from people, and focusing on what it is that they want. Okay? Yeah, check your people. Hello? I can't make this up. Check the people around you. Because it's always the ones closest to you who will get you trapped up in things or change your ideology or your mentality about something, and you may not even realize it because you're just so used to listening to others instead of listening to your intuition. If you get nothing more from this channel, that is what I want you to get, is to pay more attention to your intuition and listen to you. Okay? These people that you were dealing with, they don't want any more children, that's for sure. So some of you already have children with this person, or they have children with others. For others of you, too, this could represent that this person had a child on you with someone else, with the unreconcilable differences in the Page of Pentacles. Okay? That could represent that, too. That could be why you're not taking this person back. One more. Oh, that was way too many. Way too many. You should see all of these that turned over, though. Crabs in the barrel. Loyal came out in reverse. Let's get one more. All right, both sides of the coin. See, you're dealing with, some of you dealing with two-faced people. They smile in your face and then talk about you behind your back, which most of you know. For others of you, you're dealing with people who date, like, for example, if it was a man, he dates men, and he doesn't tell you, which is why he could never commit to you. That's why we have the King of Cups in reverse here in the moon energy. Okay, some of you are dating women who date other women, and that's why they don't want to commit. If you're a man dealing with a woman and you don't know why she wants to commit, it's because she dates women. All right, guys, so that's what I